A very famous specialty of Bavaria is the Weisswurst. And Weisswurst means, translated to English, white sausage, which it is. It's a white sausage, very fine, very delicious. It's usually eaten for breakfast. For this recipe you will need some ingredients and some equipment. Let me show you through this. So the exact amounts of the spices and everything I will show you on the blog post. Please visit the blog post for the exact amounts of everything. You will need ground ginger. You will also need some mace. You need white pepper, also some salt. And you also need some phosphate. You will need some bacon, and the bacon that I'm using here is a bacon that has nothing added to it, just a natural bacon. Let me continue with the meat. You need some veal, some pork, and ideally this pork is from the neck part of the pig. I didn't get that. I have a different kind of pork, but you know, it doesn't really make a difference if you ask me. You will also need 30 grams of pork rind. Next you need a finely chopped onion, which I've already prepared here. And I will need roughly half of this parsley. So this is all the things that go into the sausage. Now you will also need some casing. I got this casing from Amazon, and it will be the first thing that I will prepare, but first let me show what else you will need. You need to be able to have your meat ground. So either you have something to grind it yourself, or you ask your butcher to do that for you. If you have it ground by your butcher, ask him to grind it very finely. So I have two different parts that I'm using here on my machine. I'm first putting the meat through the bigger holes, and then I put it through the smallest size that I have, so that I have a very fine ground meat. So also you will definitely need to have a food processor. I don't recommend using just a mixer for that. I've seen people doing that in videos. You can do it. It will not be as finely mixed as it is with a food processor. But if you don't have one, you don't need to buy one. In worst case, you just really use a mixer for that. It's not ideal, but you can do it. Then, so usually I could use my KitchenAid here, this part, with another attachment to make sausage. But this sausage has a very, very soft and liquid consistency, so it didn't really work with this machine. So instead I got this sausage stuffer. It costs between $30 and $40, but this is a different technique. It's kind of pressing the sausage through this tube into the sausage later, while my machine has kind of a screw-like part that's just not really pushing or moving anything into the sausage when it is too liquid. So that's why this didn't work and why I need the different one. Oops. Okay, with no further ado, let's get to it. I will start with preparing the casing. So I got this casing here, and let me take it out so you can see it. It's super weird. So this is what it is. Casing is basically the intestine of a pig, and you have these strings, which each of them is basically the intestine of a pig. Yeah, there's no prettier way to say it. And well, I guess I will need like 2 of these. And I take them out, and they are in salt, which means I first have to wash these casings so I can wash the salt off, and then I will soak them in some warm water. So I set this aside. Before I'm using that, I will go and wash them from the inside too, but first I have to soak them in water right over here. All right, so now I will grind my meat. I'll start with the bacon. There's no specific order to do this. So just put this in here. And you can see it already comes out on the other side. Alright, so this was the first round. And now I will change the attachment, or part of the attachment. I'm removing the medium-sized one. And I switch it for a smaller one. There we go. And I repeat this and put this through the machine again. Okay, and now we'll put the meat into the freezer for 15 to 20 minutes until it's very, very cold. Now, while the meat is in the freezer, I have prepared the casing. I have, after it's soaked in the water, I've washed it from inside and outside again. And I put it back into the bowl. I will cover it because it tends to dry out quite fast. So I put this aside. We will need this in a little bit. Also, I have prepared some crushed ice, which we will need very soon. And because it's not as finely crushed as I wanted, I will quickly put it into my food processor and give it another round. All right. Okay. Okay, and the next thing that needs to be finely cut is the parsley. This is 30 grams of parsley, and I put it in here and chop it very finely. Okay, and I will leave the parsley right in here because the next thing I'm adding is the meat and it goes together with the parsley. So here is my very cold meat. You don't freeze it though, you know, it's just supposed to be very cold so it can bind with the other ingredients. Okay. I also add my spices now. Also the phosphate and the salt. All right, I give it a quick mix and then I will add the ice. Okay, and now the ice goes right in here, all of it. And the ice is supposed to keep this really cold. It has to be below 12 degrees Celsius in order to combine correctly. Now I make sure that the sides here are all going into the mess. And I I mix this now for a longer period of time, and in between I will measure the temperature to make sure it's not getting too warm, because you know the whole mixing process with the knife in there produces heat, and it will increase the temperature of my meat mass. Okay. And I'm also adding the onions. I could have done that earlier, to be honest, but I kind of forgot. It happens to me sometimes when I'm filming. I'm focused on certain things and then I forget something. But I think that's just human. Now let's test the temperature. So it's on Fahrenheit right now. It doesn't help me very much. Here's Celsius. Okay, it's 5 degrees. Perfect. It's still very cold, and I continue to mix this. Let's test it again. It's at 9 degrees. Well, a little less here. Okay. But I can see that this already looks very nice. And I'll give it another minute in the mixer before I move on to the next step. Okay. I think we are ready to start making the real sausage here now. And I first have to get the casing onto this little pipe, and that's sometimes a little tricky, but I'll show you a little trick. So I'll just use a little bit of oil and put it onto this little pipe. And this will help me to put this on. Yeah, if that makes you feel a little uncomfortable, I get it. The interesting thing is that this sausage, although it's put into a casing, we don't eat it with the casing. There's a very special way to eat the Weisswurst. Okay, so now this goes onto this pipe. Can you see this here? Okay, and now I have to fill this into the large tube here. This one here. Okay, and now I start to use this hand crank. And I haven't put a knot into the casing because I wanted to first get some of the sausage into the casing. Sometimes you have a lot of air in this tube, and then you would just fill the casing with some air. You don't want that. Okay, so now I can start filling this. Not too much, just like this. And you see it goes really easy. Okay, that's it. That's all I have in here. All right, so I'll make a knot on this end now too. And I need some space. Okay, so here's my really huge long sausage. And so the size of a regular Weisswurst is about 10 centimeters, which is like this. However, I will make them a little shorter. And I just turn this at about the same width. Some people know how to just do it like this. I don't, let's see. No, I can't do it. Okay. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and a small one sausages out of this. And now this will go into 75 degrees Celsius hot water. So it's not boiling, it's just hot water. And it has to stay in the hot water for 90 minutes. So I hope this video is not too shaky. I'm using my iPhone right now. So I want to show you how I am making sure that all my sausages are in the water. I use a smaller lid and put this on top of the sausages. Okay, and then I add the correct lid. So that's how it works. As I mentioned before, there's a specific way to cut a Weisswurst, a white sausage, and I will show you how to do this here now. Yeah, this is a rather small version of a white sausage, and usually it's like double the length, and in that case I would cut it in half first. But in this case that's not necessary, so I just show you. I cut it lengthwise, but I don't go all the way through. I leave the casing intact here, as you can see, and now I only have to kind of roll this out of the casing, and this is it. So I can do the same thing on the other side, and that's how you can easily remove the casing from the sausage and enjoy it.